welcome here to my living room, to the lighthouse, which is the location from which I've been sharing all of this integrative practice work for these past many long months of working remotely. And I'm so stoked to have a few minutes with you today. My guess is that many of you are already aware of the fact that today is here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the Autumnal Equinox, which means a lot of different things. But for us as a community of practice, it means that it's a totally auspicious, perfect time to have a micro meditation and group activation, which we're gonna slip right into here in a second. So the autumnal equinox, it's the balance point where night and light find their harmony and find their balance together. So for that, for us, that is a kind of invitation into self-inquiry and self-investigation regarding where in our lives we're experiencing balance and where we're still under construction. So I'd like to give you a couple of bioenergetic technologies that help you to really come home into the address of your physical human body, technologies that help to catalyze a shift in your neurochemistry so that equanimity is more profoundly available for you. And these techniques do a whole lot of things for you. But before we get into it, let us just hold a collective space in this moment around the fact that humanity is moving through a most remarkable transition right now. We are learning how to labor with joy as we are birthing a new nation. We are birthing a new world. It is multivariegated, it is multi-gendered, it is multicultural, multi-perspectives, and we need all cells on deck. And that's what I'm talking about when I point to embodied leadership. Right now in this time, we are working virtually. The screen is our portal into all reality for the most part. And so it's very easy to be living from here up. So may this meditation session help to get all cells on deck. And that's what the world needs for each of us to be doing, is to be becoming leaders in the ways in which each of us know that we can. So take this moment to tune in, to sit ever more comfortably in whatever chair you happen to be in. And take a huge wholehearted breath in. And feel the collective, feel the group that is here, which is pretty significant in scale, knowing that you are powerful as an individual, but as a collective, we become unstoppable. Invite, as you breathe in again, invite in a kind of conscious effortlessness. And when we meditate in critical mass, which is what we're doing, we begin to create the world that we know is possible right here, right now, from inside your heart, from inside the circle that is this group today. Breathing in, breathing out, at home in your body, and committed, each of us getting more committed to activating love as an ethic so that we can show up for each other with that love as an ethic, embedded as one of our core competencies, to have care and concern beyond our blood, beyond our obligations, beyond what evolution is requiring of us, but to show up for each other in a revolutionary way. And that begins with an involution. So you're tuning in to the scales of justice that are in your own heart, mind, organism right now. So I want to give you, make sure your eyes are open right now. We're going to start with creating a shape in our hands. So yeah, great, I can see some of you. You're gonna fuse your index and middle fingers, and you're gonna fuse your ring and pinky fingers together, and you're gonna extend the thumbs. So the creation of this shape is going to have an effect on the signal that your pineal gland is satelliting out. It's changing that signal, okay? And this particular shape is about making a shift from being a worrier, which a lot of us have been doing lots of during this time, making a shift from being a worrier into becoming a warrior, which means that we have an open heart and we're fully present, all cells on deck here in this moment. So my guess is that my hands are out of the field. You're gonna have your right thumb pointing up and your left thumb pointing down with the arms fully outstretched to the side. So this is a perfect meditative form for today's equinox, this day of equality. And the shape that your body is making is helping you to find the neutral mind in all of the polarization of the world as we know it right now, to find your neutrality, to find that centrality, and to find stability in your own innate equanimity. So you're going to oscillate. The right thumb will be up, and then the left thumb will be up, right, and then left, okay? So the hands are going to be going like this, with the arms fully outstretched. And have a listen here, because you're going to use a breathing technique that's going to move a lot of chi, a lot of life energy. So I'm oscillating the hands back and forth, up and down, and I'm looking at the tip of the nose, and I'm going to do a breath of fire. So let's give that a try for a moment together. We're just doing this as an energization activation to bring us even more into our bodies. Do this while looking at the tip of the nose. This is going to it's creating a generative pressurization, which is also having an effect on your endocrine system, which is helping you to become more established in your radiance, so that again we can show up with all cells on deck, embodied leadership in this time of global transformation. Let it start in these meditative moments really deep in the tissues of your living body. A few more pulsations, a few more oscillations of the arms, relaxing, relaxing, even finding some semblance of rest in this moment. Good, and then bring your hands into the hara, right here in front of the belly. So you're going to stretch out all of the fingers, again, in a way that's creating a pressure, both in the fingers and in the space between the fingers. This form, this meditation form, is called spreading the wings, and this is super good medicine for all of us who are attached to our devices all day and typing, okay, which is everyone on this call, right? So you're going to stretch out the feathers of the wings and then reach the arms out at a deep downward pointing diagonal. And let's all tip our right ear toward our right shoulder. Pull the right shoulder, pull both shoulders down. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Now slowly drop the head to center. And to the left and back up. And now drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Pull both shoulders down. And drop the chin south. And to the side, drop it back, lift the heart, opening your heroic heart into this moment. And then bring the hands back together in front of the hara. So I want to give you one more technique. This is the one that will linger in a little bit longer for our time today. So this is a meditation called finessing transitions, which is what today is all about. Make sure you're on mute. So we're going to stack the right hand on top of the left hand like so, and have the right palm, have both palms facing up, okay? So you're going to, I've been muted, how strange. Glad I noticed that. Okay, I just noticed that I was muted. So I'm gonna back the puppy up and give you these instructions here again really quick. Stack your right hand on top of your left hand and have both of the palms then facing upward. And this particular meditation, which will be our last one for today, is called finessing transitions, which is the total verb of today. Finessing transitions. You know, this cycle that we're closing today started at the beginning of this massive global transformation. It started in the spring equinox. We've been in this cycle ever since we all went into lockdown. So we're going to use our breath to help pull us out of any kind of calamity consciousness, any kind of lockdown thought form that may be deeply embedded in our outlook, so that we can have a spontaneity and a free arising in the way that we are beginning this new cycle, okay? So right hand on top, watch for a second, I'm gonna give you the technique and then we'll do it all together. So you're gonna inhale through the nose. You're gonna hold the breath for a second because it's incredibly nourishing and it will bring you a great kind of equilibrium in the rapid intercommunication of all the systems in your organism. And then you're going to exhale out of an open mouth and blow into the palms of the hands. And at the completion of your out breath, just give a gentle pull in the abdominal wall. Pull your belly back and then lift it up a little bit towards the diaphragm and the bottom of the heart and the roof of your mouth, okay? Which is detoxifying and energizing and activating. So that's simply it. You're gonna inhale, hold on to it for a second, and then you're gonna exhale. And at the completion of the out breath, finesse a little bit of a flying up in the internal terrain of your body. And if this feels unfamiliar, this kind of way of dynamic meditating is totally brand new, just come at it with a mood of friendliness and it will still, absolutely, I promise you, it will still serve you. So you're gonna do this and I'm gonna sing for you while you do this. Try to stay in it. Stay in the meditation as full power as you can and let it really let it confront the parts of you that want to stay stuck so that you are open in heart and mind and action and attitude as you begin this next cycle, both personally and professionally. So this meditation is the last thing I'm going to say. This meditation is about, again, there's an element of inquiry and investigation, and we're inquiring around, all right, what beliefs and concepts and opinions are outmoded, outgrown, and don't need to go with me into this next cycle. I'm going to sing, and this is a mantra that's going to help us take any kind of breakdown energy and flip the myth and have that breakdown energy become breakthrough energy, because breakdown and breakthrough are two sides of the same coin. So I still find myself wanting to say, any questions, even though we're all in our own separate spaces and I'm not in the room with you, even though I am in the room with you. Stay in the meditation and remember that, you know, whether we're meditating or in a high-level business meeting, no matter what the context or setting is, tension is what we think we should be. But relaxation is what we truly are. It is our original nature. It is our essential nature. Your nature is freedom. So find a felt sense of embodied, awakened freedom at the center of every cell as you linger for the next few moments in this technique. Kehanna ante, antana karna, denana ante, antana vakanno sunana ante, antana jabai kyaman mante, antana jabai kita akare, antana jabai paravaare, antana garam kite bilalai, take antena pae jae ao antena janna koi, ota ke Ota hoy Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. And feel these marmas, these crossroads in the address of your physical being. And feel the warmth, feel the pulse of being, feel how tremendously alive you are after even just a few moments of mindful, meditative attunement. Take this moment, most importantly, to feel how connected you are, yes, to you, but to everybody that is here on this call and absolutely every being in the world as we wake up. As we wake up, let your eyes be closed in these final moments. Let yourself be breathed. Just simply let go of even the notion that you need to be the one breathing. You know, science verifies that we are indivisibly part of each other. We all are sharing a common ancestry. The air that we are breathing, that you are breathing right now, that's in your lungs, passed through the lungs of ancestors long gone. Our bodies are composed of the same elements that created the deep inner furnaces of long dead stars. It's in us. So may we look upon the face of every being in this awakening world that we are working in, that we are living in, and be able to look at each of those faces and to say within ourselves, as a moral declaration, as a spiritual proclamation, cosmologically and as a biological fact that everybody is a part of who we are that we have not yet met. Inhale deep. You are a part of me that I do not yet know. In India, they say Tattva Masi. I am that. In Africa, they say Ubuntu, which means I am because you are. In Central and South America, they say In Lakesh, which means you are my other. Inhale one more time together, wholeheartedly, all the way through the inside of your inside. And exhale into emptiness. Thank you so much for sharing a few minutes of this day with me. I look forward to tuning in with you tomorrow. I'm going to teach you a little bit of Qigong tomorrow, which is a most remarkable ancient form of energy work. I look forward to seeing you then. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Lisa.
Thank you.